can highlight to you that this hole that we need to fill, that we need to come up with something in order to make people realize that despite the differences in our individual interests, for example, for me, I can be interested in floorball, softball, and dance perhaps, but we all do have a common interest. Therefore, what I'm saying is that we lack this all-encompassing interest group that will bring people together. I want to build in our residents a shared interest, and this will bridge the whole and bring all of our residents into one big family. And how I'll do this is to build up the block counts. Okay, so I'll now move on to my direction. I'm halfway done, so don't worry. Okay, so my direction number 1 is to realign our priorities by making sure that all events and activities, i.e. every single thing in the hall, is designed with our own residents in mind first. Secondly, I want to build a mindset of ownership. The hall is your own to make in your own image. If something is not to your liking, step up and do something about it. We can all point to something and criticize others for not doing a good job. So, why not do it yourself? Direction number 3. I want to build the hall culture as well as identity, with the block counts as the building blocks. I want all residents in hall to understand that block counts will take precedence over all else in hall next year and the years to come. I'll move on to issues that tackle and things to do. Issue number 1. There is a lack of clarity towards events and actions of everyone in hall. There is often confusion and also frustration that a certain group is not doing something or a certain group is doing more than the others. What I propose that we do is that we set up a committee that will oversee all hall publicity, whether internally or externally. It will lend a narrative to the hall. There is a greater feel of community shared among all residents. Also, it lends to the battle of the hall as it serves as a way to make people accountable for what they are doing and to make sure that what everyone is doing is transparent and clear for all to see. Issue number 2. We need to bring in dedicated people into hall who will not only work to improve our hall, they are a source of renewal. So what we will do, the primary job of the 26 JCRC as well as the 23 JCRC is to oversee our intake of residents. I will call this our primary job because if we do nothing else but this, our job is still done in a sense. We need to increase the percentage of active people in hall. Issue number 3. Our hall has a foreign and local student divide in both committees and sports. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. What I intend to do, we have to find a way to approach this. There are two paths in this. One path is to embrace it, we maintain the status quo and inadvertently promote segregation. Or do we step our foot down to ensure that integration is uniform throughout all our sports comms and our comms and sports? Issue number 4. Our hall culture and identity is almost non-existent. There is no sense of interconnectedness between committees, sports, across all cliques and all levels of hall social groups. What I intend to do is build on a connected collective hall spirit, starting point by block counts. And also related is that it's a whole culture whereby ABC is sort of greater than DE. And the last issue. Our committees and sports are mostly function independently. There's a great potential for collaboration in doing joint projects that can achieve both counts objectives. What I want to do is improve the infrastructure that connects the committees. There are plenty of opportunities for working together, and that is not being explored. And something I will look at is trying to implement meetings by level so that things can go more smoothly. I reach my last part, conceptualization. Block counts running the idea of the block counts here is we want to try running a system that's sort of like the Hogwarts view. In fact, we want to have a program that lasts through the semester with a point system that lasts throughout the semester that we can continue from orientation onwards to the end of semester 2. An idea related will be seniors will comprise the block counts so that we can really push the program down to them. And also I'll work on upgrading the profile of block counts. I'll I'll take this to mean that I'll see me and Jovi, who is the incoming Hall Affairs Director. We will, this will be our focus for next year. Merging and cutting off, yeah. Secondly, because I want to upgrade the profile of the block comms, I agree that there are financial limits as well as manpower limits. Nothing is confirmed yet, but I want to look at merging some of the comms. I'll argue that they are diluting our strength in more important comms. Also, I'll argue that our current times require committees that garner quicker gratification. Lastly, I want to upgrade the profile of certain committees and re-emphasizing their importance in Hall through financially or through a manpower insight. And also I want to look at the creation of this thing I call the Hall Promotion Board. I believe some of you might know this from KR. They have the exact same thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's the end of my speech.